إن الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير وأسروا قولهم أو اجهروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور أأمنتم من في السماء أن يخسف بكم الأرض فإذا هي تمور أم أمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاسبا فستعلمون كيف نذير ولقد كذب الذين من قبلهم فكيف كان نكير أولم يروا إلى الطير فوقهم صافات ويقبضن ما يمسكهن إلا الرحمن إنه بكل شيء بصير أمن هذا الذي هو جند لكم ينصركم من دون الرحمن إن الكافرون إلا في غرور أمن هذا الذي يرزقكم إن أمسك رزقه بل لجوا في عتو ونفور أفمن يمشي مكبا على وجهه أهدى أمن يمشي سويا على صراط مستقيم قل هو الذي أنشأكم وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون قل هو الذي ذرأكم في الأرض وإليه تهشرون ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين إنما العلم عند الله وإنما أنا نذير مبين فلما رأوه زلفة سيئت وجوه الذين كفروا وقيل هذا الذي كنتم به تدعون قل أرأيتم إن أهلكني الله ومن معي أو رحمنا ومن يجير الكافرين من عذاب أليم قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين قل أرأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غير فمن يأتكم بماء معين اللهم صل على محمد
صلوات اللهم صل. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وزارة عاشوراء. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوسيين، السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا خيرة الله وابن خيرته، السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور، السلام عليك وعلى الأرواح التي هلت بفنائك، عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار. يا أبا عبد الله، لقد أزمت الرزية وجلت وأزمت المصيبة بك علينا وعلى جميع أهل الإسلام، وجلت وأزمت مصيبتك في السماوات على جميع أهل السماوات. فلعن الله أمة أسست أساس الظلم والجور عليكم أهل البيت، ولعن الله أمة دفعتكم عن مقامكم وأزالتكم عن مراتبكم التي رتبكم الله فيها، ولعن الله أمة قتلتكم، ولعن الله الممهدين لهم بالتمكين من قتالكم. برئت إلى الله وإليكم منهم. ومن أشيائهم وأتباعهم وأوليائهم يا أبا عبد الله إني سلم لمن سالمكم وحرب لمن هاربكم إلى يوم القيامة. ولعن الله آل زياد وآل مروان، ولعن الله بني أمية قاتبا، ولعن الله ابن مرجان، ولعن الله عمر بن سعد، ولعن الله شمرا، ولعن الله أمة أسرجت وألجمت وتنقبت لقتالك. بأبي أنت وأمي لقد أذمى مصابي بك، فأسأل الله الذي أكرم مقامك وأكرمني بك أن يرزقني طلب ثارك مع إمام منصور من أهل بيت محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. اللهم اجعلني عندك وجيها بالحسين عليه السلام في الدنيا والآخرة. يا أبا عبد الله إني أتقرب إلى الله وإلى رسوله وإلى أمير المؤمنين وإلى فاطمة وإلى الحسن وإليك بموالاتك وبالبراءة ممن قاتلك ونسب لك الحرب، وبالبراءة ممن أسس أساس الظلم والجور عليكم، وأبرأ إلى الله وإلى رسوله ممن أسس أساس ذلك وبنى عليه بنيانه وجرى في ظلمه وجوره عليكم وعلى أشيائكم. برئت إلى الله وإليكم منهم، وتقربوا إلى الله ثم إليكم بموالاتكم وموالاة وليكم وبالبراءة من أعدائكم والناسبين لكم الحرب وبالبراءة من أشيائهم وأتباعهم. إني سلم لمن سالمكم وحرب لمن هاربكم وولي لمن والاكم وعدو لمن عاداكم. فأسأل الله الذي أكرمني بمعرفتكم ومعرفة أوليائكم ورزقني البراءة من أعدائكم أن يجعلني معكم في الدنيا والآخرة، وأن يثبت لي عندكم قدم صدق في الدنيا والآخرة، وأسأله أن يبلغني المقام المحمود لكم عند الله، وأن يرزقني طلب ثاري مع إمام هدى ظاهر ناطق بالحق منكم. وأسأل الله بحقكم وبالشأن الذي لكم عنده أن يؤتيني بمصابي بكم أفضل ما يؤتي مصابا بمصيبتي، مصيبة ما أعظمها وأعظم رزيتها في الإسلام وفي جميع السماوات والأرض. اللهم اجعلني في مقامي هذا ممن تناله منك صلوات ورحمة ومغفرة. اللهم اجعل محياي محيا محمد وآل محمد ومماتي ممات محمد وآل محمد. اللهم إن هذا يوم تبركت به بنو أمية وابن عاقلة لك بعد اللين ابن اللين لا لسانك ولسان نبيك صلى الله عليه وآله في كل موطن وموقف وكفى فيه نبيك صلى الله عليه وآله. اللهم الآن أبا سفيان ومعاوية بن أبي سفيان ويزيد بن معاوية عليهم منك اللعنة أبد العابدين. وهذا يوم فرحت به آل زياد وآل مروان بقتلهم الحسين صلوات الله عليه. اللهم فضاعف عليهم اللعنة منك والعذاب الأليم. اللهم إني أتقرب إليك في هذا اليوم وفي موقفي هذا وأيام حياتي بالبراءة منهم واللعنة عليهم وبالموالاة لنبيك وآل نبيك عليه وعليهم السلام. اللهم الآن أول ظالمين ظلم حق محمد وآل محمد وآخر تابعين له على ذلك. اللهم لن الإصابة التي جاهدت الحسين وشايعت وبايعت وتابعت على قتله اللهم لعنهم جميعا. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب. اللهم خص أنت أول ظالمين باللعن مني وابدأ به أولا ثم الثاني والثالث والرابع. اللهم لن يزيد ابن خامس ولن عبيد الله بن زياد وابن مرجان وعمر بن سعد وشمرة وعلى أبي سفيان وعلى زياد وعلى مروان إلى يوم القيامة. سجدة. اللهم لك الحمد حمد الشاكرين، لك على مصابهم. الحمد لله على عظيم رضيتي. اللهم ارزقني شفاعة الحسين يوم الورود، وثبت لي قدم صدق عندك مع الحسين وأصحاب الحسين الذين بذلوا مهجهم دون الحسين عليه السلام. الله
صلوات. کوفے کی گلیوں میں کوہرام ہے، کوفے کی گلیوں میں کوہرام ہے، کوفے کی گلیوں میں کوہرام ہے، کوفے کی گلیوں میں کوہرام ہے. اٹھ گیا باپ کا سر سے سایہ، اٹھ گیا باپ کا سر سے سایہ. آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی. رو رہے ہیں یہ محراب منبر، کہہ رہے ہیں یہ جبریل رو کر، ابن ملجم نے یہ ظلم ڈھایا. آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی. عرش پر مصطفیٰ رو رہے ہیں، سب کے سب انبیاء رو رہے ہیں. ہے فرشتوں میں کوہرام برپا، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی، آج زینب یتیم گئی. کیسی 19ویں کی سحر تھی، یہ سحر ایک غم کی پہر تھی، ابن ملجم ستم تو نے ڈھایا، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی، گھر میں فرش عزا بچھ گیا ہے، آج کوفے میں ماتم بپا ہے، سوگ میں ڈوبا گھر سیدہ کا، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی، اٹھ گیا باپ کا سر سے سایہ، اٹھ گیا باپ کا سر سے سایہ، آج زینب یتیم ہو گئی۔ صلوات۔
بر امیر المومنین و امام المتقین بآواز بلند تر صلوات۔ مولا علی مولا علی مولا علی مولا علی، مسجد کوفہ لرز اٹھی، کوہرام برپا ہو گیا دونوں جہان میں، کوہرام برپا ہو گیا دونوں جہان میں، ملجم نے آج کیسی مصیبت یہ ڈھائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، ملجم نے آج کیسی مصیبت یہ ڈھائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، مسجد میں ہائے تو نے نمازی کو مار کر، مسجد میں ہائے تو نے نمازی کو مار کر، مسجد میں ہائے تو نے نمازی کو مار کر، دنیا میں کس طرح کی مصیبت مچائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، ملجم نے آج کیسی مصیبت یہ ڈھائی ہے، رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، کوفے کی ہر گلی میں یہی شور و شین ہے، کوفے کی ہر گلی میں یہی شور و شین ہے، کوفے کی ہر گلی میں یہی شور و شین ہے، ملجم نے آج ضرب علی پہ لگائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، ملجم نے آج کیسی مصیبت یہ ڈھائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، زخمی پدر کو دیکھ کے حسنین رو پڑے، زخمی پدر کو دیکھ کے حسنین رو پڑے، زخمی پدر کو دیکھ کے حسنین رو پڑے، زینب پکاریے میرے نانا دہائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، مولا علی مولا علی مولا علی مولا علی، کوفے کی سب یتیم تڑپتے ہیں خاک پر، کوفے کی سب یتیم تڑپتے ہیں خاک پر، کوفے کی سب یتیم تڑپتے ہیں خاک پر، ظالم یہ تو نے کیسی قیامت مچائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، ملزم نے آج کیسی مصیبت یہ دائی ہے، دین رسول پاک کی شمع بجھائی ہے، مولا علی 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 مولا علی، بر امام زمانہ بواز بلند تر صلوات۔
صلوات۔ حسین آئے خیمے میں جب وقت رخصت، دیگر گوتھی آلے پیمبر کی حالت، یوں لگتا تھا جیسے کہ آئی قیامت، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، بہن کہہ رہی تھی کہ بھائی نہ جاؤ، قسم ماں کی تم کو مجھے مت رلاؤ، میں جیسے جیوں گی خدا را بتاؤ، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، سکینہ یہ کہتی تھی یہ میرے بابا، گیا جو بھی مقتل وہ زندہ نہ آیا، سبھی کا پرا ہے سرے دشت لاشا، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، یوں خیمی سے نکلے ہے شاہ مدینہ، نکلتا ہے جیسے کسی کا جنازہ، تھا اہل حرم کے لبوں پر یہ نوحہ، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، یہ کیسا ستم ہے، صلوات۔
اللهم صل على رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين، إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين، صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم، الحمد لله رب العالمين، إنه خير ناصر ومعين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد، اللهم صل على محمد، طب القلوب ودوائها ونور أبصارها، وعلى أهل بيته الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. يقول إمامنا أمير المؤمنين صلوات الله وسلامه عليه تعاهدوا أمر الصلاة وحافظوا عليها واستكثروا منها وتقربوا به فإنها كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. Once again, we thank Almighty Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for giving us today, the day of the Shahada or the martyrdom of our beloved first Imam Mawlai Kainat Salawatullahi wa Salamuhu alayhi salawat. The topic I would like to discuss may sound simple, but it's not simple in actual sense. I will humbly seek your indulgence. It's a very important topic. Everything we do in Islam begins with this topic. I would like to discuss the effects of Salat on our behaviors. Atharu Salati ala sulukina. And the tradition I will discuss this topic from is a beautiful tradition from our beloved first Imam, Imam Amirul Mu'mineen Salawatullahi wa Salamuhu alayhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Imam Amirul Mu'mineen in this tradition discusses the importance of Salat. Imam says, Ta'ahadu amar salat. Make pledge Allah that you will establish Salat in your life. You know, there is difference between performing Salat and establishing Salat. We'll discuss it inshallah as we go along. Let's just look at the tradition and understand the tradition. Imam says, pledge Allah, I am going to establish Salat in my life. Ta'ahadu amra salah. Then Imam says, wahafidhu alayha, protect and take care of your Salat. You see, the way you take care of your business, you don't want something untoward to happen. The way you take care of your children, you don't want any harm to affect them. Amirul Mu'mineen is saying, wahafidhu alayha. Take care of your Salat. Because if you don't take care of your Salat will not be the standard Salat which is required by Allah. Then he said, وَاسْتَكْثِرُوا مِنْهَا. He said, do a lot of Salat. Don't just do today and tomorrow, dilly-dallying. You tired, becoming lazy. Do a lot. And then he says, seek Allah's nearness through Salat. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala made Salat wajib or obligatory upon believers. Now, departing from this tradition, my examination of tonight will be of the following three stages. First stage, I would like to look at Hajatul Insan ila al-Ibadah. Our need for worship. Do you need to worship God? Do I need to go to the mosque? Do I need to pray? As some youth ask this question sometimes. Why should I pray? So let's discuss it today. Why do I need worship? Number two stage, we'll look at the worship which is standard. Not every salat is standard. It is so only standard salat that can change your akhlaq. If your salat and my salat is not standard salat, it will not change our behavior. So we'll look at what is standard salat, so that I try to make sure my salat is standard. And if my salat is standard, then what will happen? It will change my behavior. That's number 2. And then the last stage of the examination of today is then to look at practical tips on what we need to do to bring about the presence of the heart, khudurul qalb. Because when I pray and there is no presence of the heart, that salat will not go anywhere. So kindly look at this lecture. You see, if you look at prophets of Allah, one way or the other, they all had salat in their lives. Look at Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. He said, Rabbi ja'alni muqim as-salah. Wa min dhurriyyati rabbana wa takabbal du'a. Ibrahim make dua. Said, Ya Allah, make me establish salah. And not me alone. Make my family establish salah. Not only Ibrahim alayhi salam. You look at Musa alayhi salam. There is an ayah of the Holy Quran discusses Musa's relationship with salah. فَمَا وَجَدْنَا فِيهَا غَيْرَ بَيْتٍ مِّنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. That Musa alayhi salam mentioned that Allah, when you sent me, I came across a house. In that house, I found no one but those who submit to you, who pray. Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ. When Maryam gave birth to Isa, people were shocked because they knew Maryam to be a good lady. So they went to Maryam, said, why did you do that? Maryam pointed to Isa. What did he say? Inni Abdullah, atani al-kitaba, waj'alani nabiyyan, waj'alani mubarakan, aynama kuntu wa awsani bis salat. Isa, in his response to people's questions, I am the servant of Allah. He gave me book. He made me prophet. But at the end, Jesus said, Wa awsani bis salah. Allah advised me to do salat. Our own beloved prophet. I'm mentioning this so that we understand salat is something very, very important in our lives. Our own prophet, Allah says to him in Quran, Aqim as-salata liduluki shamsi ila ghasaqi al-layl. Establish salah in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. And another riwayah of Imam Ali. Now you see, our beloved Chief Imam mentioned, no one will get the shafa of Ahl al-Bayt so long as people undermine Salah. Anyone who undermines Salah will not get the shafa of Ahl al-Bayt. Now question, do we need ibadah or not? Do we need salat or not? It's easy to say yes or no. But I would like to discuss this in a very academic way. Kindly pay attention. You know, there is a saying in psychology that fa'iliyatul hadaf manutatun bi insijam that al-insan al-hadif. The effectiveness of an objective in life is dependent on the passion of the holder of that objective. What do I mean? For you and I to achieve success in whatever we do, we need to have a passion for it. If you don't have passion for what you do in life, you will not achieve success. So I give you examples. Say your father or your mom, they want you to become Maulana, Shaykh, to sit on member and talk. That's what your parent wants. You will only achieve success in this if you are passionate about it. Say your father has a big business and he wants you to run the business because he has worked on this business for many years. If you don't have passion when it comes to running of the business, you will not achieve success in it. You will destroy the business. That's what this saying means. To achieve success about something, you need to be passionate about it. Say your parent want you to become a doctor because doctors are highly respected. If you are not passionate about being a doctor, you will never be successful in becoming a doctor. You see, those who recite Noah and Mankabat, some of them, when they recite, you could tell they don't have passion about it. Some you can tell they have passion about it. Those who have passion when they recite, it enters the heart. Those who are just doing it for doing sake, it doesn't enter that. The same thing applies to us, speakers, scholars. Every scholar, speaker, dhakir, who has passion, when he speaks, it enters the heart. Those without passion only for money, it doesn't enter the heart. It will enter and it will go out. So this is a very powerful saying. I know it's afternoon, you guys are a bit, but I'm not tired. I'm going to scream so that all those who are sleeping will stop sleeping. Sallu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Another salawat so you don't sleep, inshallah. So Garrett, for you to achieve success about something, you need to be passionate about it. What is being passionate about something? It is when something takes care of your natural need. So when I say I have passion for this business, it means what? There is a response about it from inside. That's why Amir al-Mu'mineen is his day. Beautifully mentioned, Ya Allah, I'm not worshipping you because I want heaven. And I'm not worshipping you because I'm scared of fire. But when I looked and studied about you, I realized that you deserved to be worshipped. Salli ala Muhammad, mashallah. Because Amir al-Mu'mineen realized that worship, Salat in particular, takes care of our need in life. Which need? Natural need. 3 natural needs Salat takes care of in our life. Unless if we have not understood what Salat is all about. Salat, my dear brothers and sisters, is a big force. Naturally, insan is fearful. I will give you an example. The Quran mentioned, Innal insana hulika khalu'a idha massahu sharru jazu'a wa idha massahu al-khayru manu'a. He said insan is in haste. Insan has fear. What do I mean by fear? You know, you are working now, business going well, but you still have this fear. What if something change? Everybody has that. Now, marriage going very well, children, mashallah. But sometimes you have this fear. What if you hear somebody has cancer? You start thinking, what if I have the cancer? Innal insana khulika halua. Insan has this fear. May God forbid, Ya Allah, protect all of us. You hear somebody's been kidnapped. What comes to mind? What if I'm kidnapped? You become paranoid, you become scared. That is insan. No, exams. What if I fail? Although you know you are working hard, what if I fail? Coronavirus came, many lost their jobs, many business did not work out. Now it's picking up. What if another corona come? Insan has this fear. How do you overcome this fear? It's by having feeling of sukoon. Wallahi, you see I'm saying wallah. Salat, my dear brothers and sisters, provide us with the feeling of sukoon. Unless when you go to Salah, you just go into Salah ticking the boxes only. But if you go to the real Salat, Salat will provide you with peace. Why? Because Salat is connecting with the source of sustenance. Salat is connecting with the source of benediction. Salat is connecting with the source of blessing. Hence Quran says, Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. With the remembrance of Allah, you find peace. So number one, naturally you need peace. Salat can provide you peace. When things are not going well in life, if there is one thing you should do is Salah. We all love Imam Hussein. How did they manage in Karbala? There was mental health in Karbala. It wasn't easy. But Aba Abdullah established Salah. Imam Hussein alayhi salam did Zuhr. Namazi Shab they did. And through that, they got courage to such an extent. He went to his sister Zainab. He said, oh my beloved sister, remember me in your dua when you wake up for Namazi Shab. Baba, life is tedious. Life is very cumbersome. It's difficult. You cannot do it without God. You are so lucky that you are a Muslim. Every day 5 times you need to make Salah. Naturally you need sukoon. And who better gives you sukoon than Allah? So don't just go to Salat thinking that you are doing favor to anyone. You are doing favor to yourself. Don't play with your Salah. On the day of Ashura, when Maulana sit here and he remind you of the adhan of Ali al-Akbar, you all cry. Isn't it? But what do you learn from that adhan? Importance of it was alani, public, and it was congregational in Jama'ah. And it was on time. So Al-Bayt is trying to tell you, if you want sukoon, man. Maybe your son, maybe your daughter, maybe your husband, maybe your wife. Anxiety, a lot of anxiety. What do? You need somebody to talk to. You go to somebody, you go to psychologist, or you find somebody, you want to talk to the person. Sometimes the person you talk to may not have solution, but the fact that the person gives you audience, you feel good. Salat is a means of offloading your baggage to Allah. What do I mean? When you have committed a lot of sins, Salat is a means of offloading it. Hence Prophet said, after every Salat, all sins are forgiven. After every Salah, the sins you committed before that Salah, of course don't do it intentionally, they are all forgiven. Inna al-hasanat yudhibuna sayyi'at, Quran says. Hasanat is salah. So salat is a way of talking to Allah. Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh. You are offloading your sins to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So therefore we need salah. Why? Because salat is a means of talking to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. That's number 2. Number 3, when you get tired, this is mujarrab. When you get tired, what do? You sleep, in most cases. Some even say, I take power nap. You know, some people look at Maulana, Sheikh Noor, I just need 20 minutes power nap and I'm done. Barabar. People will come and talk to you like that, which is true. But Quran says, if you need to recharge your soul and inner machine, salah. When you are exhausted and you make wudu, the exhaustion is removed. And when you say Allahu Akbar, you forget yourself completely. You now connect with Allah. So salah is a means of recharging yourself. That is why Amir al-Mu'minin mentioned, prepare for your next day by waking up at night for salah. You want your next day to be good day? Wake up at night. So therefore, we need salat, my dear brothers and sisters, because we need sukoon. We need salat because we need to talk to Allah. We need salat because we want to offload the baggage we have so that we refresh and recharge. Now, these are the benefits of salat in our lives. Look at the second stage of the examination. It's the most important. Standard salat. Not every salat is standard, Habibi. Some, when they finish salah, the salat is thrown on them. That's the riwayah mentioned. But some, when they pray, their soul flee to Allah. As-salatu mi'rajul mu'min. Some, when they pray, the salat change them, like what we have just mentioned. Which salat is standard? You know, every act of worship has 2 dimensions. Janibi mulki and janibi malakuti. Fasting as the same. Hajj as the same. Homes as the same. So let me look at examples. First, we take fasting before we come to Salah. Physical dimension and secret and the essence dimension. What is the physical dimension of fasting? I am strong, I'm able to fast. I can abstain from food from Fajr up until Maghrib. That's physical dimension. It's nothing. That's not fasting. That is just an introduction to fasting. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You fast, you don't eat, you stay away from family, you don't gossip. That is a physical dimension of fasting. So it's like 40% of achieving fast. The essence of fasting is what? Is to change your akhlaq. Is to make you feel the pain of the poor. If after every fast you don't feel the pain of the poor, then the fast is not accepted. Poor who does not have what to eat goes through the pain of poverty. So Allah says fast. Of course, taqwa is there. But Allah says fast so that you feel the pain. And after Ramadan, you will do more to alleviate the suffering of the poor. That's the secret of fasting. Hajj. What is the physical dimension? I've got the money, I pay. I take an aeroplane, I go tawaf, safa. This physical. What is the secret? To build patience and resilience in you. so that you become patient in your life. Because in Hajj you are told, when someone pushes you, don't push the person behind. If you push him, you make kafaro. So when I do tawaf, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wan ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. This is physical dimension. It shows that you've got the strength, you've got the energy, you've got the money, you are here. But that's not what Allah is interested in it. Yes, it's prerequisite, it's muqaddimah to what Allah is interested. What is He interested? Your patience. When you come back, you and your wife have problem, be patient. You and your husband have problem, be patient. You and your workers have problem, be patient. You and mu'minin, that's the essence. Let's come to Salah. I don't want to take much of your time. Salah has physical dimension. What's the physical dimension? Qiyam, ruku, rise up, sujud. This all physical. That's not Salah. This they call Janibi Mulki. It shows what? My father cannot stand. His strength, he only sit on a chair to pray. Mulki. It shows your strength. You stand and pray. That is your strength of Salah. Is that what Allah interested? No. If that is Salah, no point. It's exercise. Like there are people who fast because they want to lose hope. Wait. They said, mashallah, look at me, Sheikh Noor. Mashallah, I've lost weight. It means your fasting is exercise. There are people, they said, I make ruku sujood because I've got back pain when I do too much. Scientifically, it has been proven my pain. Okay, it's good, but that's not the essence of ibadah. So, ruku, sujood, janibi mulki, ikhwani wa izai. So you sit in sujood ruku, I see you every day, mosque is mulki. Malakuti is between you and Allah. What is the secret and the essence of Salah? Inna salata tanha anil fakhsha'i wal munkar. The ayah is there, you can see the ayah. The secret of Salah is to change your akhlaq to be the best of akhlaq. Wallah. Allah said make Salah sujud. You know sujud? I think ladies will understand this better. You know how ladies want to make their face nicely, makeup proper, all mashallah. Ladies, when they go handbag, they've got a mirror. A mirror in it, they remove kidogo, they check the mirror, mashallah, it lies, I go. But Allah says, this most important part of your body, put it on the ground. Think about it. This is very important. Face is crucial. I look at my phone, sometimes mirror, I look, my face is okay. Allah says the most important part of your body, place it on the less important creature of Allah, which is earth. Why? To bring humbleness and humility in your life. So that when you interact with me, you are humble. When I interact with you, I'm humble. Salat is about humbleness and humility. Anyone who prays and is not humble, there is something wrong with your salah. You know, some people, they are mutakabbir, takabbur. Me. Where are you going? You. Okay, you, fine. Where are you going? Are you breaking mountains when you walk? So, Salat tanha anil fakhsha'i wal munkar. Now question. How do I make sure my Salat is standard? So I'm going to ask all of us questions, including myself. You've been praying, say, 20 years, Habibi, ever since you became baligh. Or you've been praying 40 years. Has your Salat changed your behavior or not? Seriously. If your Salat has not changed your behavior, believe you me, my dear brothers and sisters, I'm very passionate about this. It means there's something wrong with our Salah. Because Allah's promise is that Salat has to change behavior. If our Salat so far has not changed our behavior, don't give up. Take this very serious. For our Salat to become a standard Salah, you need khushu. Chapter Mu'minin mentioned, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. What is khushu? Humbleness and humility. Kindly follow the order. For your salat to be standard, you need humility. And for you to achieve humility, you need khudurul qalb, presence of the heart. You know, there is a book called Be in the Now. When I talk to you now, stop thinking too much. Just be with me. Be with me. Psychologists, they tell you. Because sometimes there are people you talk to them, they are looking at you, but their mind is somewhere in Nakala or Maputo. So if you sit in front of a psychologist, you'll be able to know this guy is just wasting my time here. Even preachers, like if you go Hausa, they teach you uslub tabligh. So as I see it, I know this one is listening. This one is just busy chewing he is waiting for iftar. Yeah. You know, body cue is very important. Body language is crucial. So when you sit in front of a psychologist, you just monitor your body language. This tongue can lie, but body doesn't lie. Somebody, it means he's telling me, Sheikh Noor, we are tired. Somebody, excuse me, lecture, it's been problem. Somebody, like the way you did, this okay, but when you sit in front of psychologists, he'll tell you are too defensive, you're defending yourself. But that's okay in Islam, it's humbleness. So we've got body cue. Now, you need standard salah. To get standard salah, you need humility. To achieve humility, humbleness, you need khudurul qalb, presence of the heart. Be in the now. Be here in Zahra Imam Baraga, Husseiniya. Be here in Imam Ali Masjid. Forget about the work. You will go tomorrow or Monday. Be here. So for your salat, I'll give you tips, don't worry. To be that standard salah, you need to be there. When I say Allahu Akbar, I need to be with God. Yes, I may think, no problem to think because we are human beings, but the thinking should not be too much. I need to be here. So this brings me to the last stage of the exams, then we are done. Last stage of the exam is what? Practical tips. How to bring about the presence of the heart. Because you only need the presence of the heart to achieve humility. And you need humility to achieve standard salah. When you achieve standard salah, your salat will change your behavior. You know, somebody went to the mosque during the time of Amir al-Mu'mineen and he was praying. You know, the person was praying, you know what he was doing? Allahu Akbar, Sami Allahu liman hamida, Allahu Akbar. You know, there are people, they go to the mosque, it's like there's an athlete going for competition. Sami Allahu liman, Allahu Akbar, Sami Subhana Rabbi al-Ala. Habibi, who are you competing with? So somebody went to the mosque. Wallah, Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen finished Salah and they were sitting with his companions. Allahu Akbar, Sami Allahu liman hamida, Allahu Akbar, Sami Allah. When he finished, Imam Ali called him. You know what Imam Ali said to him? He said, you have stolen the taste of your soul. And Imam said there are two thieves. Material, physical thief and spiritual thief. You are a spiritual thief. You have stolen the taste of your heart. Somebody again came to the mosque of the Prophet. He was praying. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You know, there are people when they pray. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu ala Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. Baba, you pray, you know, you are playing. He went to the mosque. Prophet saw him. You know, there are people, they are so particular about how they look like. House wasn't enough. Even Salat, he has to make sure he look nice. So the person was praying. Prophet after Salat called him. You know what Prophet said? لو خشعت القلب لخشعت الجوارح. Allahu Akbar. Prophet said, if there was humbleness in his heart, you would have seen humbleness on his body. How many times you touch your hair in Salah? One, twice, no problem. Maybe something is paining you, no big deal. One, twice, you want to check. There are people, they've got a key in their pocket, or maybe some cash. They want to make sure it's assembled. They keep putting the hand in the pocket in Salah. Well, today, you know what happened? There are people, they put phone here. Allahu Akbar, Sami Allahu liman hamidah. Allahu Akbar. They want to see which message is coming. Habibi, 5 minutes, you don't have time. I'm sure you've seen this before. The person, he doesn't put the phone silent. Fine, maybe you forget, no big deal. But the message, Sami Allahu liman, Habibi. If there is God fear in the heart, the body will receive the fear. That is why it's important. This just by the way. Before you go to Salah, put your phone silent or you switch it off. Better you switch off. Because you're not going to be talking and then be talking. Any missed call, you will see the missed call later. Now, how do I bring about hudur al-qalb, the presence of that? Practical tips. Try to practice from tonight or tomorrow, inshallah. You will see the benefit of this. Number one. The points will come there. Wait for Salat. Don't let Salat wait for you. Barabara, you wait for Salah. Don't let Salat. At least 5 minutes before Salah, get ready. Get ready. If you rush to Salah, the last transaction you had will be stuck in your mind. Or the last conversation you had with somebody, it will keep coming in Salah. Wait for Salah. انتظر للصلاة. لا تلا الصلاة تنتظرك. حتى لو كان لمدة 5 دقائق. You know, Prophet, my time is up now. We're going to start Mosaib just now. Prophet, he would stand on his feet for long before Salah. He would make nafil, but he will stand. And when Azan time, he will look at Bilal. He said, Arihna biha ya Bilal. Bilal, give us our peace of mind by making Azan. Prophet used to say, when a hungry man or someone thirsty get food and water, they become satisfied. But I do not get satisfied of making Salah. Why? Because it is meeting of a lover with the beloved. لقاء العاشق بمعشوقه أو لقاء الحبيب بمحبوبه. So number one, wait for. Say you don't come to the mosque for whatever reason. You pray in the house or in the office. Make sure 10 minutes before Salah, go make wudu of that Salah. You know what it does? It puts you in the mood psychologically. Make the wudu, sitting in the office doing something fun, but you've done the wudu, you are now getting into the mood of Salah. And try 5 minutes before, leave everything. If you don't want to make an nafilah, just sit there. Imam Jafar used to prolong sajida before Salah. He would go sajida 30 minutes sometimes, just to wait for Salah. Why? It puts you into a spiritual mood. That's one. Two, you will get the note, inshallah. Understand what you recite in Salah. Understand what you recite in Salah. I ask you, what is the meaning of bihawlillah wa quwwati? If you don't know, then you cannot relate to your Salah. At least know the translations of what you recite. That's why they put this in Portuguese, so that those who don't understand it can get a glimpse of what I'm discussing, isn't it? If you don't understand what you do, it doesn't relate. When you say astaghfirullah rabbi, what do you mean? What does it mean? Understand what. Today when you go home, make homework, try Google and understand the meaning of what you recite. That's number two. Number three, make Salat priority. Wallah, make it awlawiyat. If you don't make Salat priority, you come to me for a meeting because I'm going to employ you, and you don't make my work, me, priority, will I employ you? You come to work, I employ you sleeping every day. Go back home. Make Salat priority. That's why Ahlul Bayt had their own mihrab. Ahlul Bayt had mihrab. Imam Ali was killed in Salah. What lesson do you get? Imam Ali was stabbed during Salah. Meaning what? Everything evolves around Salah. Don't play with your Salah. Stop sin. Anyone who sin intentionally, you watch that movie on YouTube intentionally, which is haram, it will deprive you of the taste of Salah. And last but not least, when you stand there to pray, be between two states, state of hope and fear. Allahu Akbar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. As you recite, be hope, fear. What is hope? Allah will accept me. Allah is Rahman. Fear, I'm gonna car. I'm gonna car. No, Allah is great. No, I committed sins. I have so many qada of salah. No, but Allah is great when you try. No, I'm ashamed of myself. Hope, fear. That's how you should stand when you pray. When you are going for an interview, for visa or any job, yes, you have achieved the requirement, but you still, I may not get it. So it makes you humble. Salah is like that. Hope, fear. So let's learn from Imam Ali. We cried for Imam Ali last night and night before. Where was he killed? Salah. Karbala is Karbala because of Salah. So we should make Salat number one in our lives. And you will see the wonders of Allah. I just want us to remember a few lines of the Masa'ib. It is the day of Ali. But you remember very well, my dear brothers and sisters, when Bibi Fatima Salamullahi alayha was departing from this world, she gave a wasiyah to Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. In a wasiyah she said, Ya Ali, look after the orphans. Ya Ali, look after these orphans. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, Mu'mineen and Mu'minat, took the wasiyah of the Lady of Light. I would like us Mu'mineen and Mu'minat to shed these tears in remembering Fatima al-Zahra and Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhim as-salam. As narration mentioned, the authorities sent their henchmen to the house of Fatima. When they went to the house of Fatima, they called out, come out and pay allegiance. She responded, this is the house of the daughter of Rasulullah. What did they do? They pushed the door on her. Ajrukum ala Allah. When they pushed the door on her, the door broke the ribs of Fatima. The door caused Fatima to lose Muhsin alayhi salam. Amir al-Mu'mineen, when he came to perform the ghusl of Fatima al-Zahra, Asma said he stopped and began to cry profusely. Asma said, I went to Amir al-Mu'mineen and I asked him, Ya Ali, I've never seen you crying like this. What happened? He said, oh Asma, as I was busy making the ghusl of Fatima al-Zahra, my hand crossed the broken ribs of Fatima. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam said, I cannot handle losing Fatima al-Zahra. But here comes in Kufa, Hasanain, Zainab, and Kulthum, they are all losing their beloved father, Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. And you know what the narration mentioned? When Amir al-Mu'mineen was leaving this world, he looked at Imam al-Hasan and he looked at Imam al-Husayn. Like in the case of Fatima, and he said to them, "Oh Hassan and Hussein, look after Zainab." He said to them, "Do not break the heart of Zainab." But I said, "Oh my Mawla Amir al-Mu'mineen," they slapped the cheek of Zainab. I said, "Oh my Mawla Amir al-Mu'mineen," they threw stones at Zainab alayhi salam. I said, "Oh my Mawla Amir al-Mu'mineen," they removed the face veil of Zainab. I said, "My Mawla Amir al-Mu'mineen," they made Zainab to walk from town to town. Ala la'natullah ala al-qawm al-zalimin. Inna lillah وإنا إليه راجعون وسيعلم الذين ظلموا آل محمد أي منقلب ينقلبون. مأتم الحسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين.
Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein,
Ya Hussein,
Ya Hussein,
Ya Hussein,
Ya Hussein,
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. لعلي أنتمي حبه في دمي سيفه ملهم دمي إنا سوف علي يا يا مرتضى جبت لا لبيك دمي سيفه ملهم هو صبر الصبر في القبر لبيك يا لبيك يا حسين بابا جانا جانا اے بابا جب تک دنیا باقی اے بابا جانا اسے دور چھینے اور ایک رسن میں بابا ہوتی ہوں آپ کے سینے قبر میں بھی میں روتی ہوں اے بابا اس کے دم سے اسے سنبھالا اے بابا آپ کا سر ظالم تھے اٹھا باقی دختر فاطمہ اے بابا
حسین نور العین نور آنت آپ کی مولا ہے مولا یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین نور العین نہیں ہے اس کی پیار یا حسین
بجان بے وطن سر چھپاؤ میرے لہجے میں ہے اپنی زبان
ردا مانگتی حلقہ شام جو سکی نہ کسی ہے صدا بابا جان یا حسین کعبے میں ولادت کوفے والے بیٹا تھا دل یا حسین
نہ بھولے بھی ماتم کرو خنجر تلے بھولے شبیر مرتا اٹھا بولی بے شبیر نہیں بھول منتظر بیمار تھے کہے شکر خدا بھولے ماتم کا خنجر تدبیر نہیں بھولے
پیر کا علی کا آج بامر چاہے خیر ماں زہرا کے مرکز پیر کا یا رسول اللہ دل نے روک کہا نازا ہے علی کا اللهم السلام عليك يا أبا محمد الحسن بن علي السلام وعلى أصحاب الفقراء السلطان أبا الحسن المعصومة ورحمة الله. السلام عليك يا كعبة الإيمان الله وعلى آبائه في وقائلنا فيها